bye.
And wouldn't you just know it? Just as the ship leaves the dock, 8 sweaty sailors are spotted legging it towards the ship. The ship has arrived in the Balearic island of Mallorca and docked in the picturesque port town of Palma. Sailors have just 12 hours to explore. They'll need to keep an eye on the time, though, as the ship leaves at 7 p.m. sharp. Before sailors gather for their excursions, Dane needs to make sure everything is prepared quayside for a safe and smooth disembarkation.
We always have to make sure that we have 2 gangways open at every time for safety reasons.
Onshore excursions are a vital source of income for cruise lines, but can also be a holiday highlight for passengers, so it's vital they're run well.
We always do these small boutique-y kind of intimate gatherings, 4, 6, 8 people on a tour. So there are so many, they're so vast, because obviously we have to cater for, our cruise ship takes up to 2,600 passengers. And we'll take you up to our shore excursion desk where they're actually gathering the people right now to take them out to explore.
Cue the Shore Things team, who are responsible for organising all the activities off the ship and serving up the sunshine. And the resident expert on excursions is Kaylee. She did such a good job on Scarlet Lady that she's been flown out to share her knowledge, enthusiasm and expertise on board Valiant Lady.
Beach time, everybody, beach time. Come on over. Come on, don't be shy. We're not going to bite. I'm part of the Shore Things team. We do all the planning and the organising. We obviously do the bookings from on board the ship itself and make sure all of our lovely sailors have a fantastic time no matter what they choose to do in the port. So there you go, guys. Bus number 5.
So 5 is where the cool people are, damn it.
Enjoy your beach day. I know you've been looking forward to it. Morning, so you are bus number 7?
Yeah. Okay.
I, at a very young age, had the ambitions of being a performer and went to train full-time. I ended up getting major performing injuries and I couldn't continue. I think every service industry has a kind of show business front to it. Things can be stressful, but you can't show that. I always have the smile and the jazz hands. Hi, good morning. You checking in? Doesn't matter how many people get off the ship. We all want them to enjoy the day, and especially the days that we have longer time in port. So yeah, I'm never worried. I'm genuinely certain that all the tours that are going out will make it back to the ship. Morning, how are you guys? Yes, good.
But as Kaylee knows full well, she has to be prepared for every eventuality. And today she has to make sure that hundreds of passengers leave the ship safely, either to join excursions or to explore the town on their own.
Where's my clipboard? You will be on bus number 3. The buses are outside. They're about 5-minute walk away. Pier side, come back.
Sure things, come back.
We have sent sailors for bus number 5.
I don't have any buses ready yet, okay? I will keep you posted.
So we will be working all morning. Sailors will be arriving at different times for their different shore things. Obviously, we're here to make sure they are going in the right direction. We sent 2 sailors 5 minutes ago, so they should be reaching you anytime soon. There are people who are not early risers. We have a lot of parties on board Valiant Lady.
There are 4 of us. I'm not sure if the other 2 will be joining us. We ended up listening to some blues music and dancing, so we had a good time.
If people have been partying hard the night before, they might wake up a little bit later than other sailors. Hopefully your friends will join you.
I hope so too. They're the ones who wanted to do this tour.
So maybe 2 no-shows. If they show, they show. If they don't, they don't.
Being in charge of the excursions is high-stakes stuff. Not only is Kaylee responsible for the sailors' enjoyment, if something goes wrong, it can jeopardise the whole cruise.
So the most common things that could potentially happen when it comes to our Sure Things excursions, we obviously send people out by different modes of transportation, maybe cars, buses, boats, you name it. And we all know at the end of the day, transportation isn't always reliable. So therefore, we just hope we will have sailors coming back without holding the ship up. One of the main concerns is not to make the ship leave the port late.
So with hundreds of passengers venturing ashore, let's hope they all keep an eye on the clock. It's almost 5 p.m, and with the ship due to leave in a few hours, the day trippers are making their way back on board in time for departure. With the clock ticking, Kaylee has realised there's a problem.
It's very important for sailors to be back on board at a certain time. However, you never know if there might be something that delays sailors' return to the ship.
We're on time.
So we are well aware of where they are at all times, and we can inform the captain.
As many as 1,200 sailors regularly disembark the ship to make the most of their cruising experience, and it's Kaylee's job to keep track of them. The guided tours are less problematic.
This afternoon, everybody turned up. Everybody was there on time.
But sailors who go exploring on their own, it can be a bit like herding cats. And Kaylee's discovered there's a group of sailors who've gone AWOL.
Let's hope I don't have to stay out too long and wait for our missing sailors. Obviously, we can't control everything, so we do our best to communicate everything to everybody, including the captain.
The captain is not happy. I think he's on the phone with the sailor service director. He's not happy about the sailors being left behind, most importantly. We are not supposed to lose the sailors, but if you're making time on the ship to go back on the ship, we have to do it.
The ship is moored in Palma, Mallorca, and the sailors have been making the most of what's on offer. Departure is scheduled for 7 p.m, but there may be a problem on the horizon.
It's very important for sailors to be back on board at a certain time. However, you never know if there might be something that delays sailors' return to the ship.
Several sailors are running late and may miss the departure.
Maybe there might be more traffic or something happening in a port which creates instance where we have to keep in contact with the operators, with our sailors.
Captain Aris is busy getting the ship ready to leave, and it's him that makes the final decision on whether they wait or leave on schedule.
Just getting ready. We're just waiting for the last sailors to arrive on board. We're waiting as well for the local pilot to come on board, and then we start the engines.
Pilot boat alongside.
In preparation for departure, the port pilot needs to come on board and up onto the bridge to assist Captain Aris in navigating out of the harbour.
Pilot on board.
With the pilot now on board to help the captain, he has a very tight schedule to adhere to, so the missing sailors have to be back within 10 minutes, or the ship will leave for their next stop, Gibraltar, without them. It's now minutes until Captain Aris has to sail the ship out of Palma, and down on the dock, some of the tardy sailors have made it back on board.
Hello. How are you?
I'm fine, how are you?
Good. Good day out?
Yes.
But once Kaylee tots up the numbers, it turns out there are still 8 sailors AWOL. Kaylee's informed the captain, but with the pilot on board, he's got no choice but to press ahead with the planned 7 p.m. departure.
Normally, the sailors, the crew are always looking at the time when they disembark. They can see what is the latest they can return back on board. And also the good thing is when most of them go in ship's tour, because the ship's tour will always return on time. So it's a win-win situation there.
It's now up to Second Officer Davide to see the captain's orders are carried out.
The sailors have to understand that they have to leave in enough time to ensure that smooth operation, ship operation, that we make it in time to the next port of call. The captain is not happy.
It's an individual responsibility from every sailor, every passenger, to ensure they're back on board on time.
The Sure Things team have finally managed to get in touch with the Palma 8. It turns out they're stuck in a taxi in very bad traffic, with a 50-50 chance of making it back on time. Now Dane is desperately trying to locate their passports and leave them on the dock so they can make their way to the next port of call under their own steam.
I have to get security and get them to meet me on the deck. So I'm going to wait for security to get up here. Just got a call from them. We're going to go cabin by cabin for the 8 sailors that are not joining us right now. Get their passports and get it done. We've got a whole bunch of people coming up to help.
That in every port that we visit, we do have what we call the ship's agent. It's a representative of the company that will look after those passengers that don't manage to make it back on time.
Running between decks to their different cabins seems like an impossible task.
Okay, we've got passports. Now we have to go to the gangway to give them to our port agent so we can actually get our sailors clear. Yeah, it's a bit shit. But it does happen. And when it does happen, we try and make it as easy as possible for the sailor. And we will make sure that we get the passports to them. Okay, there we go. We're gonna have to move, so
Going up. While Dane hurries down to the dock to hand over the passports, up on the bridge, the team has authorized departure.
We are now mooring the ship,
Bridge from after, yes, 42.
and the captain has just given the order to the stations on the forward and on the aft to start the unmooring operations.
Yeah, bridge.
Now, I'm no mariner, but this definitely does not look good for the Palmer 8. What an absolute nightmare.
So we are now leaving the port and we will leave the sailors behind.
You ready to let go now?
Okay.
Stand by.
And wouldn't you just know it? Just as the ship leaves the dock, 8 sweaty sailors are spotted legging it towards the ship.
The sailors who we just left behind, they're gonna miss the sea day, and eventually they will make it to the next port of call.
Oh, I'm afraid that's too little too late, sailors.